I grew up first of 9 siblings, and Nigeria, hairdressing then was not really a thing. Like, it's like a hobby, or it's not really paid. The first place I went to, they were charging me hundreds of dollars for a cornrow. I'm like, what am I meaning? The first almost 40 companies I reached out to, they didn't even respond to me. Oh, I didn't give up.
Wait. Did you say 40 companies?
Yes.
I'm going for 100 no's because guess what? In the midst of that, somewhere, I will get a yes.
When I say hungry, not hungry for food, I needed to survive.
How much was that amount that you were able to accumulate to make an investment into real estate?
The first, that was even before bridals. While I was getting those wigs and modeling, I got $25,000 within, I think, 3 months.
Based on you listening to this podcast, you're probably a creative entrepreneur who's ready to stop hustling for clients and start building a business that runs on purpose, profit, and peace.
If that's you, we want to invite you to join the Creative to CEO Challenge, a 5-day live coaching experience designed to help you shift your mindset and develop the habits to turn your creativity into consistent cash flow.
And it's all happening live on Zoom inside a private community of ambitious creative entrepreneurs just like you. People who are done guessing, done grinding, and ready to build with clarity and confidence.
By the end of the challenge, you'll have a crystal clear direction on your next 90 days, a profit plan that fits your lifestyle, and the framework to start earning 10K plus months doing what you love without burning out or selling out.
So if that sounds like what you need, then tap the link in the description or scan the QR code if you're watching this on screen. And do not forget to upgrade to VIP for bonus coaching and behind the scenes Q&A every day of the challenge with me and Shy.
We can't wait to help you unlock CEO mode and the freedom you've been working for. Now, let's get back to the episode.
What's up and welcome to the Minding My Creative Business podcast. I am your co-host, Shy Speaks.
And I am your co-host, Ron Ironic Lee.
And today we are excited to be introducing our guest today, Miss Isabel Bora.
Yes.
Now,
Having me.
absolutely. Now, I just gave their name. Let me give a little bit about what you do and who you are from our perspective, right? So, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, so you are the Chicago bridal beauty boss, real estate investor,
Yes.
wife,
Yes.
mom,
Yes.
and you flip ideas into income and balanced beauty.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how we introduce you based off what you do.
That's amazing. I should write that down for my bio.
Right. So how would Isabel introduce herself?
I would say Isabel is, first of all, the wife, a very creative mind, and I'm a go-getter.
Okay.
Set my mind to do something, either business, relationship, anything at all, I'm going to get it. So I think that would encompass who Isabel is.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. I love it. A go-getter.
Yeah,
Come on now.
yeah.
Okay, so we said you're the Chicago beauty boss, bridal beauty boss. So
Yeah.
what is the name of your company? Tell us a quick bit about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead.
No, the name of my bridal beauty business is Sugar Bridals.
Okay.
And this was, I would say we went full-time just a year ago. And within 1 year, we were able to do 62 brides in Chicago alone.
Oh,
the
wow.
first year just out the gate. So, yeah, that's what Chicago Bridal is. We basically cater to brides of color that we don't have a lot of representation in that space when it comes to hair. And I took it upon myself. One of my very good friends, I'll give her a shout out, Christiana. She called me, she said, Isabel, in the bridal space, many brides do not have people to really style their hair, and other people might not take care of them like how we will understand. Sometimes they experience hair loss, sometimes we can't do some particular styles. I think you'll be very useful in that space. And right out the gates, first year, it took hard work though. You don't get 62 brides in your first year just sitting down and posting on Instagram. But we were able to get it out the gate. And so far this year already, we have over 50 brides, and it's just February.
Wow.
So I'm very excited. I'm actually recruiting. I have 4 members on staff already. It's just, we're barely 14 months into this.
Okay, listen, because one of our first questions was going to be, what was your positioning strategy, right? Because there's a lot of people who do, you got, when it comes to the bridal industry, there's from everything from the event center to the gown to the DJ to and then you have the cosmetics, right? The hair, the makeup and all that. So we figured out that's the niche, but how how did you decide to like, okay, this is Sugar. We're going to position it to where brides will look for us. Like, what was that strategy?
Okay, let's take it back right now. So I grew up first of 9 siblings. I have 6 sisters. And so naturally we make each other's hair for school. In Nigeria, hairdressing then was not really a thing like, oh, I'm a hairdresser. It's almost like, oh, you're just, oh, well, it's like a hobby or it's not really paid. But when I came here, the first place I went to, they were charging me hundreds of dollars for a cornrow. I'm like, what am I meaning? Where have you been all my life? And so I started, I was not even perfect at it. I went to YouTube University. It was during COVID. I came during COVID, lockdown. I took my wedding hair, started playing with it. I took my mother-in-law's pics, started playing with it. My friends like, this is cute. I think people want to do this. I started posting online, calling, asking people, sending messages to my church WhatsApp group. Who knows anybody? I'll give you a referral fee. Send somebody to me. And that's where I started selling wigs and doing hair.
Wow.
That's just the backstory. I had a baby and I couldn't do hair. I started reaching out to all the Amazon companies that sold wigs. I said, I'll model for you. So when my baby's asleep at night, I'm up with my modeling for them. They're paying me, they're sending me wigs. I'm selling the wigs. That's where I was able to make money to buy my first property. That's just a background. But to the bridal part of it, I started working. And I said, I can't take clients back to back to back every day. I'm burning out. I have a baby. I have 9 to 5. I'm coming back from work. It's shaking my marriage. I have to find a balance. My friend said, 2 bridals. I said, I don't think I can do it, but I tried the first one. She loved it. And I started doing it bit by bit, but I stopped. Because I said, I have to invest in my craft. If I want to do something, I'm not just going to half-ass it. I spent thousands of dollars on classes. So if I'm coming out clean, professional. I know what I want. I have an idea of the industry. And after I finished training, I went beast mode. I hired an assistant online because I hired a virtual assistant. I told her, see, your job is to send 100 emails a day by emailing every makeup artist, every event planner, sending them my prices, you must know my name, telling them I handle Black brides, I handle brides of color, telling them they get a referral fee for every bride they send my way. Oh, trust me, the first makeup artist that linked me up, when I had the money, she was like, oh, you get cash immediately? I said, yes. Oh, they came trooping in. Oh. People started referring people to me because, it's not, oh, thank you, or God bless you. No, I'm for reals.
Right.
I'm hungry. Yes, I quit my job and I started doing this full time. The same. I was doing shoots. I'm just coming from a shoot. I've been out of my house at 6 a.m. back to back to back.
Yeah.
So
that was the strategy.
Listen, I love how you said, okay, when I over there doing hair is like, it's not a thing, right? I was like, everybody can do it. But when I got here, there's a market for it. Like, I can do this. I'm not the best, but I can get better. So you did that self-development piece where it was like, okay, I'm going to improve and get better. But then something happened. You said you got pregnant.
Yeah.
And you could not do it the way you were doing it anymore.
Yeah.
So speak to, because some people would just give up.
Yeah.
They be like, I can't do it. I got to find something else to do. Well, you was like, I can't do that, but I can still pivot doing what I do. I'm going to do wigs. Yeah. Right? So kind of, speak to that a little bit.
Your girl was hungry. Being a first of 10 and you don't come from a poor background and your siblings are calling you sister, we're hungry. You can't put all that load on your husband and you have to find a way. And when I say hungry, not hungry for food, I needed to survive. Yeah. I'm like, I know I stopped taking people because my pregnancy was difficult. The first pregnancy was a bit tough. I said, you know what? How about I sell wigs? The first almost 40 companies I reached out to, they didn't even respond to me. Oh, I didn't give up.
Wait. Did you say 40 companies?
Yes.
I need you to get your tenacity up. Sometimes we're reaching out. I've reached out to 1 or 2 people, 3 people, 5 people. After 10 people, I gave up. Why didn't you give up after 40? Like, what make you keep going? That's what we want to know.
Because I wait for the first 100 no's. That's the mindset I have.
So, come on.
Yes.
Because it's a numbers game.
Yes.
It's okay. So
I've done sales all my life. I mean, my technology is what I eat sales for living. If I say the first 20 no's, I take a pause. I take a 24 hours break. I check my email. What am I writing wrong? Should I reposition this? And then I try again. The best. Well, that was, let me talk to the pregnancy part. When I got pregnant, it was hard. I couldn't stand up and take people as often. And, it's a lot on your body.
Yeah.
And so I reached out to these companies. They were never responding to me. I took some nice pictures in my bathroom, like with the hair that I had, my wedding wig that I brought from Nigeria, and say, oh, you know, I can style hair, I can model for you. They were not responding to me. After a while, I kept sending. The people that I sent maybe 2 months back, they say, hey, we saved your information. Are you still doing it? I said, yes. They sent me wigs. That was my first pay through PayPal. They paid me, I think it's $250. I was like, whoa, let's go. It's not a lot, like, oh, life-changing money, but I'm like, oh, I can do this. And so I was able to, while I was pregnant, it's always from here up. They were using my pictures. They also asked the permission to use my pictures on their website, and also they pay more for that. And they sent me wigs. Those wigs, I was styling them and selling them. And that's how I started building wealth in the house.
I like it. You said it wasn't a lot of money, but you had proof of concept.
Yes.
So he's like, if I can sell $100, I can sell 1,000.
Yes.
I can sell 1,000. I can sell.
I'm not living anywhere. I'm in my house. They're shipping everything to me. Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, so there was so much that you said.
Yes.
I love the tenacity, but also the understanding about sales. A lot of people don't understand that I'm going for 100 no's. I'm not looking for
the first 5 no's.
I'm not looking for just the first yes. I'm looking for I know I'm going to get some no's, and I've accepted the fact I'm going to get some no's. So therefore, that repositions my mindset on being rejected. I'm not getting rejected. I'm going for 100 no's because guess what? In the midst of that, somewhere I will get a yes. And so I think we're looking at it backwards a lot of times, especially as creative entrepreneurs. And most of the time people say, oh, I've been in sales. You understand that mindset. But as creatives, we like to create a thing. It's beautiful. It's lovely. We like it. It's, and it's like, okay, it became a masterpiece off a Picasso, but no, in business, this is what I love what you're talking about. In business, it takes strategy, and you're positioning yourself amongst people who need to know my name, and I know I need to reach out and be connected, and I need to collaborate. I need to do all of that, and I love that, what you're talking about. Now, we got to keep it moving, right? So let's talk about, we get to the point where, okay, we have the wigs now, and we have the braiding. Now we're focusing so much on the brides. How do we start making this premium brand, right? So like, yes, people booked you once because of referral, but is there anything else that's in your strategy besides the referral fee? Because the referral fee is fine, right? Don't just tell people a thank you and a God bless you. I love when you say that. We're not living off God bless you, Well, I mean, maybe, but ultimately, what was the strategy with regard to like, okay, I'm not just going to have referrals, but is there something else that's working in the background to where we're getting up to these 62? Is there like a system? Is there like some kind of pipeline? Like, how are you doing it? How do we get this going if someone is looking to build a premium brand without just the referrals? Give us the back end.
So you must have, first of all, your systems in place. And so I was able to ask a few people, what are the issues you have? Or some of the people, they don't respond to their emails. If a bride wants to ask a question now, they don't have the 1 month, 2 months, they want to know now they're anxious. They need someone to respond to them quickly. So I said, okay, communication is a thing. You have to get your structure right before you even go to pricing if they're booking you. They want someone that makes them feel good. Oh, you have to hype your bride, make her feel like she's the Barbie of the day. They want someone that can work with different pricing too. So, or if we have different tiers and different budgets, they want someone that they know has structure. It's not going to come to their place looking crazy. You put together, you send emails, you send contracts. Okay, I said I was going to use ChatGPT to set my structure to a level. Remember, I also hired an assistant from Nigeria to help me that was sending emails. So I put my structure together, back end, meaning if they send a question or if they have an email, we can respond and all of that. Fix my back end. Then the front end, I had to give them pecs out there. So if you're talking about structure, I don't know if that's your question. You have to do a lot of research, find what is missing, what's the missing gap in the market. You might be surprised, the tiniest things you never ever knew will make a difference. Like even responding to an email on time will make a whole lot of difference. So I fix my structure, have an assistant, and make sure they feel heard, able to respond on time, and all of that. And so far, it made a huge difference. I don't know if I was able to answer that question.
So with that respond on time, was that human capital, or did you automate something? Like, what was your process?
The automate was not personal.
Okay.
So I tried to do the automate, but it was so generic, like, hey, Brian, thank you for, no.
Okay.
I know it's a system of AI now, no, but sometimes it's just what's higher.
Yeah.
People want to talk to people.
Definitely.
Yes.
So I have an assistant, or you might get a message that will respond within the next 5 hours, but most times now, in my building space, me and my assistant, I have 4 people on team that are taking rotations and answering those messages.
So nobody's sitting there all day having to do it. We're taking rotations.
When I
on
started,
monitoring.
I was responding. Or the first few months, I don't have anything. If you message me at night, I'm responding. So we're growing, we have to build people in that will also assist us. We have AI respond within 2 months, but most time people want to talk to people.
Yeah.
So yes.
And that's good, because like you said, in this era of AI, right, where we're trying to automate everything, sometimes that human touch is like the edge, right?
Yes.
That gives you an edge over your competition with other people. So I like that strategy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a minute ago you were talking about you have to have the structure before you can even just start doing all of this stuff. And you said you need to have your pricing and all of that. At some point you had maybe 10 brides, maybe 20 brides. Has your pricing stayed the same all the way through the 62, all the way through the middle? Okay.
I'm so ashamed.
Right. No, that's fine because demand, supply and demand, right? And so how do you know, and if you're talking to a creative entrepreneur, how do they know, or how did you know when to change your pricing and move it up based on what you were offering? You added more to the team. Like what was it for you?
I'll talk to that because I was talking to somebody about this. When it comes to pricing, you have to have confidence. The difference between someone that is charging for this book $5 or $1,000, packaging and confidence. But start like you want $1 million, okay? You can't put your pricing in 10,000 and you're coming with some slippers. You're looking. No, you have to. You go to Shein, go to the thrift store, get some blazers, put yourself together. That's first. When I first started, I didn't have brides trusting me. Wedding is a $1 million industry. If you're doing a wedding, you're spending almost 80,000 from base. So they're not looking for Isabel that is working in a house to just come wrap her hair. No, those are the pictures you're going to have for the rest of your life. Generations to come, that's the picture they're going to hang on the wall. They might not remember what you ate on your wedding day, but those pictures are going to speak for decades or years to come. And so they want someone they can really trust.
Right.
And so when I first started, I was desperate. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to put floor price, even though it's $100, just $50, book me. I sent it everywhere. Crickets. Not one person reached out. I'm like, I'm cheap. Like, the base for this market is about $1,000. Nobody's reaching out because nobody will trust you if you are way below market level. There's a balance to this. If you put yourself something that's worth $1,000, you're collecting $100, crickets. Then nobody's going to trust you. The people that trust you are going to give you a headache. They're not serious people. What you could do to that is I found out the market industry and put myself 10% to 15% below. And not only 10 to 15% below, I found what my competitors were not doing and did that. Oh, they're not washing hair. Trust me, you come, I'll wash your hair. We'll have a bridal experience before your wedding. Oh, brides like that. Come with your girls, we'll book a spa, we'll do this and that. Brides like that. And you're paying 10% below or 15% below. They feel comfortable. So that's one thing I'll say about pricing. Don't put yourself too low. I started looking for $50 and within a year, I moved to almost $2,000 per bride. Wow. Within a year.
Right.
You want to know the one thing that's holding most creative entrepreneurs back? It's not the talent. It's not even the vision. It's the lack of capital. Every day I watch brilliant creatives miss life-changing opportunities simply because they can't access business funding. Traditional banks, they really don't understand creative business like that. And most lenders, well, they don't care. But guess what? That ends today with the Minding My Creative Business partnership with Credit Savant. You can access up to $150,000 in business credit. You heard correct. Up to $150,000 in business credit. They have 0% interest options with 30 plus funding programs designed for creatives just like you. So what I need you to do is visit creditsavant.io now. Tell them MMCB sent you.
The $50 was not working. Then I had to move it to about $1,000. 8,000 people. Are you sure? Including hair, $1,000. I'm not sure. I had to move it up. Did my technique change within those times? Absolutely. I'm always in self-development class. What changed was my mindset and my confidence. When you give them the price, don't start arguing, explaining. Oh, the price is that way because I wash hair. I am silence. You drop the price. You keep quiet. The first to speak loses. It's a game. What if she said, "Oh, the price is 1.5"? Yeah, keep quiet. What do you think? What did you have in mind? Start playing from there. But if you're just jumping out, "Oh, the price is 1.5", she's quiet, you're quiet. "Oh, but I'll give you a 50% discount." It doesn't work that way. You lost power.
And then I love what you said about you lost power, but you also gain power because you said, I'm not just trying to price myself around the industry standard. I'm also offering what other people aren't willing to do. And so some people are like, oh, you need to come. I already have this done. You need to have this done. You need to have this done. I don't have time for all of that. And so this is what the stylists are doing, right? So make sure when you get here, there's this. And they want you pretty much already done, you know, and you're saying, no, we'll start from scratch with you. We'll give you a full day experience. So you don't have to go. Exactly. Bring the brides, bring the bridesmaids, bring the whole. And what else aren't you guys doing?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that as well. And so you have to figure out a way to do it in a resourceful way so that you're not bleeding into your profit margin. But ultimately, you were willing to do something. That's so. I think a lot of times people think about pricing themselves and they're like, okay, well, what everybody else charging? Well, you can't just charge what everybody else charging if you're not willing to do what everybody else is doing and go above and beyond. So you was doing more and you was undercut just a bit because you say, I want to be in this industry. I want to be a part of something that is what you said, legacy. I'm trying to serve you. Right. And I think that's the main thing that I got out of it. You were saying, I'm not just doing your hair to make money for a picture that day. I mean, you're going to take pictures and it's going to last not just today. It's going to last
generations to come.
So you are serving on that level, and I think that is critical and crucial. What do you got?
No, so I'm hearing your story and your journey, right? You kind of started off in hustle mode, right? So it was you doing the solo thing.
Yes.
But then you mentioned that, okay, I have a team of, is it 4 or 5 now?
Yes, 4 people.
Okay, so it's 4 people now.
Plus me, 5.
Right.
Yes.
So you saw that, okay, I can't solely meet this demand. So you said you hired a VA first. After that VA hiring, then what were the next few positions that you hired?
So I hired, I figured out that to sell on social media, your pictures have to be clean, crisp, engaging within the first 5 seconds. Do I have the energy to do all that, source and all? Sometimes you have to outsource. Meaning you might not be keeping as much money, but you're keeping it standard. And that money is going to come back to you, believe me. I got a content creator. I got a digital marketing guy. And then I have a second marketer. I have a VA, then I have a marketer also that reaches out to people. So there are 4 of us. But on the other side of things, I have 2 hairstylists that work with me and 1 makeup artist. So for the back end, we have 4 people, but those are individual contractors. They're not paid monthly to monthly. But for my monthly in-house staff for the back end, I have 4 people.
Perfect. Now, I want to know for somebody who's watching this and they're like, girl, I'm sitting here talking to a bridal person. Ask them some behind-the-scenes stuff. So when you say you had to get your systems together, is there a software? Is there a particular tool? Is there something like, hey, this right here works for our industry? What would you recommend?
You're asking all
The back end juice, the secret sauce.
So I don't know if I'll be able to go into it as much, but I'll say research. Sit down, because everybody's business is very different and peculiar. Sit down, look for, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on websites. They are free websites. So sit down, do your research, check for websites you could use. If you need to get help from the people that are around you that could help you set up, if you need to do custom Facebook ads or Instagram ads, have your Google, as simple as Google is, you could put everything there, all the information there. Then we have some also internal systems that we use to check dates, time, who should we respond to, what email is working with. That's what my VAs work with. But we'll have some internal system. I'm not going to mention, but if you do some research, you get some information on that.
Giving them what to do. That's right. But everybody's business is different. So we asked you questions about systems. You talked about your structure. one of the things we talk about is sustainability and self-development, which you actually have woven throughout this entire interview, from the time from when you got started, going back to go up level your craft, spending thousands of dollars, YouTube University, not just only YouTube University, taking certification. So we know you have the self-development piece. But what I want to think about, and I want us to position out here when we're talking about building this premium bridal brand, being this boss, beauty, all of that. Let's talk about the CEO and how do you make sure you stay sustainable with, are there any rituals or is there anything that you do regularly to keep yourself intact? We know you did it during the pregnancy part, because you're like, okay, I'm keeping the business sustained by shifting to doing this. But what do you do to keep you sustained so that you can show up best for your business?
I'll say it's God. Like, you can't even remove the God part of it. I know we're talking about hustle, smartness, strategy, and all. But when God decides to show up for you, nothing can stop you. Nothing. Nothing. So I'll say, first of all, it's God. Secondly, you have to be very self-aware and intentional. You can't handle it all. Some things have to suffer. I'm being very sincere.
Right.
Yeah.
Some days, I know that I want to spend quality time with my husband and baby. We might have to buy food that day because mommy does not have energy to cook. So you have to find a balance to things. You can't be 100% everywhere.
Yeah.
You have to find a balance to things to keep your mental. Second thing I would say help me, I invested money in, like I said, a VA from Nigeria. And so the days I'm too tired or too down, because at the point my wig business failed, I lost almost $15,000 from one bad supplier. And people were asking for their money back. They were dragging me. They were almost fighting me. I went into the closet, covered my head. I wanted to die. But I'm getting back to the question. My VA, my virtual assistant, that's my backbone. The day I don't have time, you just need one smart person. And it's not just someone that will come and say, what do I do today? I think this is what's trending right now. We should do a video like this. I think we should put this statement out. Someone very smart. I hire people in 3rd to 4th year of college. They're hungry, they're young, they have a bit of time, they're forward thinking. Those are people that they know what's happening right now, they know what's in. She was able to help me. The days I cannot post, she's posting for me. There, I don't think strategy, she's sending me a message. I think we can do this. And so when I'm down and I want to get back up, I have something to get back to. Last one, I would say your journal. Write a to-do list. If not, you just start your day, and days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, you won't do anything. Whatever you miss this day, you take it to the next day. To-do list is your journal, don't play with it. You have to know what you're doing today. Because as an entrepreneur, sometimes you wake up, there's nobody calling you. Yeah. What am I doing? You have to. That way it keeps you on your toes to be consistent with your journal.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. So if you talk about, the journaling and God and whatnot and balancing it all, also when you're looking at like metrics, like to see like, okay, we're doing good or we're starting to kind of shift. We gotta make some adjustments and tweak. What metrics are you looking for to determine that?
I'm not only looking at revenue, I'm looking at profit line, because it's very easy to say, and definitely I have made $100,000, but how much really was my profit from there? Right. And we need profit to keep the lights on. We need profit. That's why you see big companies, they make $60 million this year, they're closing tomorrow. Right. That line, if it goes below red, you're in hot water. You have to track the profits. That's your income. I might not be using the right English, but business people help me out. So don't get carried away with, I'm doing 2,000 people. I'm in the salon doing 80 people a day. It's beyond that, but you have to balance your income. See what you're spending money on. Cut expenses. Like I said, you don't have to spend $1,000 for your website. There are free websites you could start from. You don't have to spend $1,000 for training. You can start from YouTube Universities. See how you can cut expenses. Look for high ticket items to sell that you keep more for yourself. That way you're able to grow. Also take care of your body and scale from there. I hope I was able to answer that question.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, I was going to ask, is there something, do you do satisfaction surveys with your bride? Like, how do you know that, that's an internal tracker, profit margin, but what are you tracking to make sure your clients are satisfied? What metrics are you tracking?
Oh, I asked them, it's the most uncomfortable things for creative, because you think, oh, you created this master plan, you think they're very happy. Only for you to call and say, oh, I don't like how this pin looked, but it's okay. I'm like, I thought the pin was the beauty of the whole thing. So you have to. And I won't say if you're doing a lot of people, you have people that are not happy sometimes with particular things, but it's about the whole overall view. Oh, you're not happy about it, I'm sorry. I don't mind giving, or do you want a free trial next time? Do you want a free service or something to make them happy? That way they're able to sell your market. Brides, when I say I don't sleep on referrals from brides. They're able to give good reviews. They're happy. They turn to my regular clients, but I make sure they're very happy. Ask questions. If all the step of the way, even before you walking down the aisle, are you happy? Look at the mirror. Oh, during the wedding, I was not happy. Oh, I'm so sorry, love. No need to argue. I'm sorry. How can we make this right? The pictures are perfect. You're happy with that? Do you want a free wig? Do you want us to rechange, adjust whatever? Do you want to come in for a wash or scalp? Find ways to make them happy and find a balance to that.
I love that.
I love it too. Listen, I could ask you so many things, but I do want to give you one opportunity to speak to one thing you said earlier. You said, I made the money from the wigs. I made the money from the braiding. I made the money from bridal, and I was able to take that first lump sum of profit, I guess, and make an investment. How much was that amount that you were able to accumulate to make an investment into real estate?
So you don't have to wait to get $1 million. That was even before bridals. While I was getting those wigs and modeling, I got $25,000 within, I think, 3 months. Just modeling in my house with my baby in bed. And what I did was that I got a Capital One card and got a credit. That was my first time. I don't know about credits, but I went to TikTok University taught me everything. I learned how to get a credit card for $50. And so it's easy for me to always pay back the $50. I was able to build credit to almost $800 from paying $50 back with Capital One card. And we're able to buy our first 3-unit building. So we're able to live on the top floor, rent the other 2. In fact, we're almost living for free and we're also getting money back from that. Within 2 years, the house has doubled in price. We bought it $200, now it's $480,000.
See, I knew it was some sauce right there, and we could go in further about that. But maybe we'll have to have you another little episode. But thank you so much for
having me.
Absolutely.
I really hope to talk to you guys about the real estate part, because you can't be on your feet forever. There are ways to scale and make income.
Yes, and I knew you wanted to talk about that. I was raised by a hairdresser, a stylist. She's not just a stylist herself. She owned a salon. She had other people working in there with her. But ultimately, she talks about that eventually we have to make other money that is not us being the technician. And so, obviously, to do that, you can hire other stylists that can kind of come up and do it that way. But you still want to start being more strategic. And I love when other stylists and other creatives are thinking of ways to tell other creatives how to
transition.
Yes, how to transition, not necessarily even out, but just having more streams of income. So I love that. But we'll have to save that.
Yes.
We have to have you back. Definitely have to have you back.
So before we go, I want to say thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Thank you to those of you guys who are still with us all the way to the end. You are the real MVP. I hopefully you feel invested into just from the richness of this conversation. And I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things, but since I gave you the thanks, I'll let Ron ask you.
Hold on.
Sorry. I'd like to talk about Sugar Bridal experience, just a sentence.
Yes. Okay. Actually, before I let Ron do that, right? Before I let Ron do that, I want to give you an opportunity to talk one more thing. If there was one thing that you'd want to talk about and you want to share and you'd want to give people an opportunity to access with you, what would it be? Let's
did you say access me?
Oh,
I didn't hear. I didn't.
Oh, no, that's anything that you would want to share. Like, there's one thing you want to hey, I want to tell people about this. Maybe even how to access your business, whatever it is that you want to share. Let's talk about it.
So, thank you so much again for having me. I'm having my first Bridal Expo, and I was also that there are many expos that Black people are underrepresented. So I said I was going to have the first Black free Bridal Expo. So most times when you see Black Bridal Experience, I know you're paying 100, you're paying 200. This is free for all brides of color. And this is happening downtown Chicago next week, Saturday, February 28th, 2026. There are going to be vendors there. There are going to be sips, drinks, all for free, all for my brides to come, shop, book your vendors and have fun. For the creatives, I'm always here to help you, put you through, especially if you're looking to diversify your means of income, because I have a cleaning company, I have a VA company, I have different sorts of income that I was speaking about today. But you could reach out to me. My email is sugarhair1@gmail.com. Sugar is SUGARHAIR1@gmail.com. If you're looking to buy your first investment property, is easy. Don't allow them make you feel like, oh, you have to do. No, with even the little you have, you can make it work. So reach out to me. Happy to help. Just give me the reference that you found me from the Mindset podcast, and I'll be happy to share so much information with you. I hope that was able to,
Yes, come on, give it to you. Thank you again.
Yes,
Listen,
yes.
thank
Thank
you
you
guys
so much.
And one of the things that I like to do, I want to say thank you so much, but then I want to thank you and ask for something. So, Ron, you do the asking.
So, if you've been rocking with us, you know that we have something called the Creative to CEO Challenge. We want to encourage you to be a part of said challenge. It's going to help you transform and transition into a new place of not just being a creative, but a creative CEO. So going through this 5-day challenge with me and Shy, you will get your 90-day CEO plan on the page. You'll have your signature offer, and you'll build the structure around monetizing that signature offer. So listen, click the link in the bio and be a part of that. I'm telling you, you're doing yourself a favor by doing that. So thank you. And now the next thing to do is to do our
Close us out. Okay, so he only wanted to ask you for one thing, but I wanted to ask you, make sure you like the video, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you drop a comment, tell us how you enjoyed Miss Isabel Bora. If you want us to come back, do all of those things. And of course, join the 5-day challenge.
Yes.
Now, when we close out, one of the things that I like to do, matter of fact, let's go here because we want to do this all together. One of the things that I like to do as we wrap up our episodes, I want to give you guys an opportunity to speak as well. We've been speaking. We've all been sharing. We want to hear from you. We want you to hear from you because affirmations are important. So repeat after me. We're going to all say it. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All it takes
All it takes
is intention,
is intention,
consistency,
consistency,
and laser focus
and laser focus
to mind my creative business.
to mind my creative business.
Let's go. We are.